Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're gonna do a chit chat, get ready with me. I'm in more of a casual mood today and I was going to film something else and then I was just like, you know what? I wanna try a few new products. I wanna kick back. I just wanna talk to you guys and check in and also use some of my favorite products and basically just get ready and film it. And maybe I'll go on Twitter and ask if you guys have any questions for me or something like that. I don't know. I'm just in one of those moods where I'm like, I don't want to do something so planned out. I just want to hit the record button and play with makeup because that's really what my channel is about and it's my favorite thing in the world. I'm drinking nettle leaf tea right now. Do you guys know about nettle leaf tea? That's the tea that I'm into at the moment because I was reading in Vicky Vlachonis. She has a book called The Body Doesn't Lie, really excellent book, and she recommends this for health and wellness, and I'm exploring different teas out there, and this is surprisingly really good. So I have already primed my face, and I've already done my brows. If I woke up with my brows looking like this, I would be so happy. Oh my gosh. I have a new foundation to try, and I'm really happy to finally be getting around to trying this. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude. It's a water fresh makeup. Believe it or not, I have actually never tried out the Estee Lauder Double Wear at all. I don't know what planet I'm on. I mean, I make beauty videos and I've never tried out that foundation and so many people rave about it. But I was sent this and I was like, ooh, maybe I'll give it a spin and it'll be long wearing and a little bit fresh and light. So I'm gonna figure out what shade I am really quick. That's actually not bad. I think we'll go with Tawny 3W1 and hope that it matches. Ooh, that is watery. Just poured it out on my glass palette and we are just going to take a beauty blender and stamp away at the skin. That's more full coverage than I thought it would be, to be honest. Okay, so what is up with you guys? What's new with you? The world's fallen apart, and I'm just over here playing with makeup to distract myself. It's horrible. Like every time you turn on the news or anytime you hop on Twitter or get an alert on your phone, like I get my CNN alerts and it's just like, oh my gosh, I need to turn that off because I'm gonna have a panic attack over just all the heartbreak, heartache, and horrible things that are going on in the world. And for me, something that I don't talk about a lot is I legitimately suffer from panic attacks, and I have for many years, and for the most part now I have it under control. But when I was younger, I would actually pass out in public. I would feel like I was breathing through a straw, like it would just hit me like a ton of bricks all at once. And recently, watching the news and seeing everything happen was like just triggering something in me. So I kind of had to take a step back. And something that I was saying on Snapchat earlier today actually is I hope that you have an outlet that you can go to escape the chaos in the world, because I don't think being so obsessed with everything happening, especially when you can't help everyone, you can't be there physically helping. You can donate, you can do good things, you know, in efforts to help, but it's overwhelming and I feel like it's too much for us sometimes. So make sure you have a place that you can escape, you know, write in your journal, hang out with friends, get away from your laptop, even if it means getting away from YouTube, you know, take some time to just find the good moments in life and acknowledge the sad ones, but don't become obsessed with them. Moving on to concealer, I am just gonna go in with the fave. This is Light Medium Honey. This is Tarte Shape Tape. I actually really like this shade for me, and I was using just light medium for the longest time, but this one is almost a little more neutral and beigey instead of yellow, and I feel like it works better. Oh man, that's crooked. The concealer blended on top of that foundation so nicely, and that's a huge test for me because sometimes you put concealer on top of a foundation, it almost wants to like move the foundation underneath. This did not do that, and I'm a fan. So I talked about this in my favorites, but I like taking the tiniest little bit of Dermacol, the like super heavy duty foundation. I don't use it everywhere as foundation, but I like taking it and just spot concealing. And I mean, this stuff conceals. You just need the tiniest, littlest bit. And to set the under eye area, I'm gonna go in with Covergirl Advanced Radiance and just kind of do one of these underneath the eye. I'm not gonna bake today. And I'm gonna take the Your Skin But Better CC Airbrush Perfecting powder. This stuff is awesome. And I am just gonna put this all over the face just to set everything. So the other video that I was gonna film today, and I'm still toying with the idea of it because a lot of you have requested that I do this, but I'm like trying to figure out how I could do it. I want to do an ASMR makeup tutorial, but I don't want people to think that I'm making fun of ASMR in any way, shape, or form. Like, yes, you can kind of giggle at it, that it's like, oh, people whispering, ASMR. But so many people say that they love my voice because it's very soft-spoken and relaxing, and I take that as a huge compliment. I used to like find it kind of weird when people would come up to me and be like, I watch your videos and I fall asleep to them, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I just have a very soft voice. I just do. Like whenever I do any hosting or whatever, they always have to like crank up my mic. It's just, it is what it is. So I want to do an ASMR makeup tutorial. What do you guys think? Do I do it full on, full serious, or would you guys think that is the weirdest thing ever? And if you don't know what ASMR is, it actually stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. And it's basically kind of when someone's like tickling your back, or kind of like a tingly sensation, euphoric sensation that you can get from different things. Like I am actually triggered by watching people paint.
I might have got a little carried away.
I get that kind of tingly, relaxy feeling, and it feels really good. And some people are triggered by just like the sound of a very calm, whisper-like voice. I'll never do a mukbang video though. Should I ever really say never about anything? I don't know. Okay. I am gonna go in with my KKW Beauty contour palette. A lot of you guys hate when I use this, but I really like it. I still use it all the time. Gives like a lot of warmth, you know? And for me, it sits on the skin well and blends well. So since I mentioned how much I love This Is Us, a lot of you guys are leaving comments saying that you're now watching it too, and that you cried a bunch watching the whole season as well. And I feel like on Snap, I'm gonna kind of like snap while I'm watching the show. I'll be like snap crying, because that's gonna happen. I cry every freaking episode. I watch a trailer for it and I oh my gosh. Every video, I have a piece of glitter on my face. Ever since I did that Model's Own video, there's like glitter on my table in front of me, and I always pick some of it up on my hand and it ends up on my face. I'm gonna add a little bit of blush. I'm taking Makeup Revolution in Beloved. This is a matte blush. I'm gonna ask you guys what's up on Twitter. Let's just like say hi to a few of you all out there. While I'm waiting for some questions, let's go ahead and get started on the eyes. I have so many palettes in front of me. This is like a palette of eyeshadows that I put together myself that I love so much. A lot of Makeup Geek, some NARS. Then I have my MAC one here. I was gonna use the Natasha Denona one again, but I'm like, let's mix it up. Like we've already seen her. Oh, I know what I wanted to try out. This is new from Tarte. This comes in a gift set for the holidays, because we are already approaching that season. And in the makeup world, you guys know, like, oh my gosh, kits come out from every brand and it's just like holiday, 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 holiday. Be sure to let me know, tweet me, snap me, leave comments of what you guys want to see the most. We're gonna try this out today. Let's see if anyone has asked a question yet. First one is, I'm gonna take the lightest shade in this palette, by the way, and just kind of fluff it over my eyelid. First one is, what music do you listen to? Dude, I listen to everything. I know that's like such a common answer, but my playlist, like in my car, will go from Lana Del Rey to like some kind of 90s music, back to pop music, to country. It's just like, why do I have Brad Paisley and Lana Del Rey like in the same playlist? That's just kind of how I roll. For me, musically, I feel like I connect with words more than the music sometimes. So I do like country music. I do really like kind of, you know, not dark, but like really kind of moody music. I was really into Fiona Apple, Tori Amos growing up. Love Lana Del Rey. Oh my gosh, so much. New song that I'm into so much at the moment. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna play this for a second so I don't get it. Copyright strike. This is Skin and Earth. The album is Lights, and this is called New Fears. I love this so Okay. I'm gonna be a little risky and go into this guy right here as my initial transition on a very fluffy brush. This is an M504 from Morphe. Favorite red lip would be the one that I tried this Wednesday, the new one from YSL. Holy smokes, I love that. I wanna wear it every day. I felt really pretty wearing it, and you know that's good makeup when you actually feel like, ooh, like I look pretty cute. That is a good rule of thumb for makeup. That is also a good rule of thumb for shoes. Like if you walk in a good pair of shoes and you're like, yes, I love this, I feel good, then you know you're in the right direction. If you have hesitation, don't buy it. All right, so that worked out okay. It blended pretty nicely. I think I'm gonna go to the MAC palette and take a more brown tone color and go in the crease some more and just kind of layer it up. Okay, someone just asked what annoys you about James, and James is great. We all know that. Like he's the best guy. Like he literally is the best guy. He has the best heart. He's always trying to help people. Like he is my person. But of course, you know, no one's perfect. And there's lots of things that annoy me about him. I'm sure that I annoy the crap out of him too. The first thing that came to mind is his need to ask, oh my gosh, this is hard to get ready and like talk at the same time. He has this thing where if we're out at a restaurant, he will always ask the opinion of whoever's taking the food order. He'll ask the waitress, like, I'm really torn between these two things. Like, what's better? And you know, sometimes people will really take the time to be like, oh, you know, the pasta's better or whatever. But he will even do this at like little hole in the wall diners. Like I remember we were in New York at a diner at like 2 a.m. and he asked the waiter, he's like, what's better, the waffle or the pancake? And the guy was like, I don't know, they're both good. Waffle, pancake, depends what you're in the mood for. And James is like, but what would you have? He's like, I don't know, waffle, pancake. And I was just sitting there like, oh my God, James, can we calm this down a little bit? But to be fair, he could probably say the same thing about me and Sephora. Like, you already own 5,000 nude lipsticks. Do you really like need to have 5 minutes pondering between the two of them? So actually, I'll tell you guys another one. Poor James, he's gonna be like, why are you beating me up in this video? So when we first started dating, James is very much, you know, he grew up in North Carolina. He's a Southern gentleman. He loves opening doors, and to the point of ridiculousness. Like he would want to get out of the door and go around the car and open it for me. And I'm like, I can't have that. Like I'm fine opening my door. Like I don't need to like sit here helpless. And I was almost that like, I can do it myself. Like I don't need your help. I don't need a man. You know, I had that approach, and that's how I was in every other relationship. And oh my God, and in walks James. Hi. My camera cuts out after like 20 minutes, so James will come and like hit the record button for me. It's really nice. That's why he comes in the room sometimes, if you guys were wondering. Yeah, so I was very much that girl that was like, I can do it myself. I don't need your help. I don't need na. And he finally was just like, you know, this is a way that I show how I care for you and that I love you and I want you to feel like, you know, I'm here for you. And it's just these little things that I can do to show you that. And that was a part of his love language. So I had to kind of get used to it almost. And I guess what I wanted to say is if your guy wants to open the door for you, let it happen. It's a good thing. Okay, I have not used this in a long time. This is a jewel pot. It's the Peri Para jewel pot. I'm gonna go in all over the lid with this guy just because I'm in the mood for something a little bit shiny today. If you cannot afford a Natasha Denona palette, these are a great alternative. They have that same metallic sheen, and you can order them on Amazon. They're not very expensive. All right, this says, what was yours and James's first date, and when did you know you loved him? That's a big question. I feel like I've talked about this before, but I love talking about how we met, so why not? We met on Match.com, and our first date was kind of funny. I went to the wrong restaurant and it started off kind of me being a little bit pissy because I went to the wrong restaurant and it took me a while to get to the right one. And I was just exhausted from going on bad date after bad date after bad date, that literally the first thing I said when I sat down, I was like, if you're not cool, if you are horrible, if you are another bad date for me, I am done with men for the next year. Like, I was just like, I can't do this anymore. Just because literally it's rough doing internet dating. Like, it's rough. I had some of the weirdest experiences. I could probably do like a bad dates get ready with me, just chatting about all the strange things that went on when I was internet dating. But as it turns out, James ended up being a keeper. And he says he knew right away. He says that it was love at first sight for him and that he knew that I was the one, and that literally he went home, called his mom and said, I've met the woman I'm gonna marry, and literally was just like that into it. Like, I thought he was cute and great. And I remember when we were walking out of the restaurant, I was like, wow. I said something about him not lying about how tall he was, because that's usually the common thing is you'll show up and like in heels, I'm almost 6 feet tall. So I normally would meet a guy and I'm like, yeah, right, you're 6'1". Like, you're not, I'm towering over you. And James is very tall. And I just remember being like, oh, you're actually tall. I made him nervous. We had good like back and forth banter, and it was just like a fun first date. We had dinner at Katsuya and literally were the two last people in the restaurant, and waited 2 weeks to go out again. I don't know why. I kind of freaked out a little bit. And then the next date we went on was really great. And then we went on another date the next day and another date the next day. And then it was just like game on. So now I'm taking another jewel pot that actually kind of crumbled and it's kind of getting all over my face, but that's okay. I think this is really pretty. I like it. What do we want to do from here? I don't think I'm going to do liner. I'm just kind of taking a break from that. Maybe we'll do like a soft, smudgy type of a thing with a dark shadow. That sounds good. From NARS, this is Bengali. And I'm going to take the same shade. Actually, no, I'm going to go back to this guy right here, and I'm going to take that pink shade we used in the transition. All right, we're going to smudge this on the lower lash line. Okay. And this is just a clean brush, and I'm gonna just make sure everything is nice and smoky. Okay. Oh, dang it. The sun just left me. I hate it when I can actually see that the light is changing as I'm filming. Someone asks, favorite place to eat in Seattle? This is not a healthy place, but I will go ahead and say I am a sucker for Dick's Drive-In. If you're from Seattle, you know it is the best. It is so good. They have a small menu. They've been around forever. It is literally the best fast food. Oh, I really want some right now, actually. I'm gonna take this guy from Essence. This is the Volume Stylist Lash Extension Mascara. I really love this. It's affordable, and it has been my go-to between this and Lash Paradise. See how good that is? Isn't that so nice? It just makes your lashes look amazing. I know I say my INGs with a weird N instead of an amazing. Amazing. Why can't I say that? I get busted in the comments all of the time. It's how I talk. It's not gonna change. I'm sorry to disappoint some of you guys. It's just how I talk. All of these YouTubers are coming out with palettes. When are you gonna launch one? Well, I'm not gonna launch a palette, but there is something I've been working on for quite a while, and you guys will know about it soon-ish. Yeah, not a palette though. Very excited. Very excited. Gosh, a lot of you guys are asking if I'm coming out with a makeup line. Someone says, will you ever make a makeup line or come out with merch? What do you guys think about that? And if I did have merch, what would it say? Like, what would you think that my stuff should say? I need to continue doing my makeup. What am I doing? All right, I'm gonna put on some lashes. These are the Timeless lashes from House of Lashes. I've never worn these before. Actually, I think that could look quite nice. All right, we're gonna do these. There's no way that I can talk and do lashes at the same time, so magic. All right, so I just applied some Kat Von D contour to my nose. What I do is take a smaller brush like this, and then I take my NARS Ita and I really go to town and blend it all out. Oh, Puka, come here. Oh, Puka got a haircut. Look. Hi, Puka. Say hi to everybody. So handsome. I like these lashes a lot. They have a really tough corner to work with. It's just not wanting to stay down, and my eyes are so rounded at my tear duct that that is the biggest nightmare of putting lashes on altogether for me. So, but we're moving on. We're moving on. I am going to highlight the face with the highlighter that I repaired in Tuesday's video. This has been broken forever, and that Moon Mousse just, it worked. Spoiler alert, it worked. And now we are at the point where I am going to try out a crazy lipstick. I mean, it's purple, it's not that crazy, but this is the Balmain and L'Oreal collaboration. This is the shade Freedom, and I'm just so curious to see the color saturation and how this feels on the lips that I thought, why not? If it looks bad, I'll just wipe it off. It's very pigmented. It smells so strong of like floral fragrance. I don't know that I like that. I am so sad to say that this is kind of patchy. Shoot, gosh dang it. Gosh dang it, Tati. And we're just gonna do like kind of a mix-up, mash-up with the lips. I'm gonna go in with this shade from the Balmain collection. This is Urban Safari. Just kind of lighten it up a little. We're just gonna layer a bunch of crap on top of each other, throw a gloss on it, and call it good. This is the DIY gloss from Pure, and this fixes any situation. And I forgot one thing that's not in front of me, setting spray. Update for you all, I am loving this setting spray from Morphe, the Prep and Set. And we are done. So I hope you guys enjoyed just kind of kicking back, hanging out with me answering a few questions. I am so happy to do this more often and kind of maybe theme them out, whether I end up doing the ASMR makeup tutorial or, you know, we talk about bad dates or some kind of a topic in general. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. But I love filming these videos so much, so I do hope you enjoy watching it as well. If you did like it, hit the thumbs up button, share the video, and yeah, I'm gonna go about my day. I really like most of this makeup. I'm curious to see how this foundation wears. I'll leave a little update in the description box below as well. And that's about that. I hope you guys are having a good one. I love you so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah.